Welcome to Time Well Spent, a podcast from LaborSync, the only real-time, multilingual timesheet software your business will ever need. Imagine losing like a half hour of your cognitive brain power every single time your phone buzzes. Today, we're taking a deep dive into a recent LaborSync blog article to help you finally escape the trap of, well, what we call fake work and, start actually acting like the visionary of your business.
Yeah, fake work is it's such a deceptive trap because these are the tasks that just consume your day and like spike your stress, making you feel incredibly productive. But in reality, they're really just symptoms of a broken operational system.
Right, it's the classic human switchboard syndrome.
Exactly.
You spend your Tuesday calling 3 different foremen to confirm crews arrived or, driving to just to locate an excavator and untangling payroll because someone forgot to log their lunch break. You're just constantly reacting instead of scaling.
And the hidden cost of that reactionary style is, well, it's massive. The LaborSync blog article actually highlights something called the 23-minute rule.
Wait, the 23-minute rule? What is that?
So it turns out, after just a single interruption, it takes an average of 23 minutes to regain your full focus.
Oh, wow. Losing almost a half hour from one quick, where are you? Text message sounds insane.
Right. It's all about the context switching penalty. When you stop mapping out a quarterly growth strategy to answer that text, your brain has to dump the complex problem it was holding.
Wow.
Yeah, and even after you send a 2-second reply, your brain takes 23 minutes to fully reload that original strategic data back into your working memory. You physically cannot think about big picture growth when you're caught in that cycle.
Losing that kind of cognitive momentum is brutal, which really begs the question. If we know these constant manual check-ins are destroying our profit margins and our focus, why are we still letting paper timesheets dictate our day?
Well, because it's a familiar habit, but it creates this really toxic paper loop. Rather than listing out the obvious steps of how paper gets shuffled around an office, think about the emotional and financial drain.
Like time theft, right?
Oh, absolutely. Those extra 15 minutes quietly added that just bleed your margins. And the sheer friction of tracking down signatures from crews who honestly just want to go home.
So, how do you actually break out of this loop?
The blog article lays out a ruthless but necessary 24-hour audit. You basically write down every single task you do today.
Yeah, every task.
Tomorrow morning, look at that list and ask yourself if a software program or, say, a $20 an hour assistant could have handled more than 50% of it.
Oof. That forces a pretty harsh realization.
Yeah, it really does.
Are you the visionary architect of your business, or are you just its most expensive, overqualified administrator?
That is the exact shift in identity you need. True effective work isn't chasing scraps of paper. It's reviewing project profitability and building client relationships.
Hold on, though. If I roll out GPS tracking in a digital system tomorrow, my crews are going to assume, like, Big Brother has arrived.
Right.
Doesn't digitizing everything create a massive trust issue on the job site?
Yeah. That's the immediate fear, for sure. But the reality on the ground is the exact opposite. Crews hate the disorganized, busy trap just as much as owners do.
I suppose nobody likes being interrogated about their hours 3 times a week because the office lost a timesheet.
Right. The friction isn't the tracking. The friction is the chaos. When you implement clear, transparent systems, employees know their hours are logged accurately.
And their paychecks are guaranteed to be correct.
Exactly. It completely removes the pay anxiety.
It's removing the mental load for the entire team. It lets your foreman actually lead on the site instead of forcing them to play data entry clerk.
Yeah, these systems don't micromanage. They liberate. They automate the busy work so you finally have real-time visibility into your labor costs.
Which leaves you with a really fascinating question to mull over today. If you stopped running yourself into the ground doing manual admin and started managing your business like it's 2026 instead of 1996, what could you accomplish with all the white space you'd unlock in your calendar?
That white space is where real business growth happens.
This episode of Time Well Spent was brought to you by LaborSync. Track employee hours and job site locations in real time from any device. Start your risk-free trial today at laborsync.com.